Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the 53rd Annual Junior Boys Basketball Provincial Invitational Tournament right here at the Langley Event Center. This evening's championship matchup features the St. Thomas More Knights and the Tamanawis Wildcats. Beginning with the St. Thomas More Knights, being led by guard number 1, forward number 2, Jacob Horror. Center number 3, Zisha Solaki. Guard number 5, Isaac Jimenez. Guard number 8, Shane Dessa. Guard number 10, Angelo Figueroa. Forward number 10, Zeru Alvera. Forward number 12, Ty Sahoda. Guard number 15, Diego Gonzalez. Guard number 20, Joey Gwynn. Forward number 21, Matias Garcia. Forward number 23, Ethan Augusto. Center number 24, Logan Paul. Forward number 25, Daniel Gay. And forward number 30, Juan Gomez. Coaching staff for the Knights, head coach Corbin Castris with assistant coaches Denzel LaGuerta, Matthew Lee, Gabe Arcrio, Darius Stasa, and Ryan Ewood. And now, officials for tonight's final matchup, DJ Newling and Frank Brown. And now, fans, at this time, we do ask that you please rise if you are able as we welcome Hannah Smethurst for the singing of our national anthem.
The St. Thomas More Knights and the Tamanawis Wildcats, Burnaby versus Surrey in a terrific matchup here as the Knights seeking to win 35 years to the day from their last championship in 1988. Tamanawis looking to make some new school history tonight, and off that opening jump, Trey Belanger will tip it out of bounds. It'll be Knights basketball. There is a great feeling in the building here, Nick. This is incredible. Look at this. We thought it was sold out yesterday. It's even more so today.
Absolutely. We got a packed house tonight, Howard. We've been treated to a great weekend, plus 2 days of basketball here at Langley Event Center.
Beautiful. We love it. This is what the JV game deserves a showcase. I guess out of nowhere, here comes Sonny Domi of the Wildcats. He's going to block that right out of bounds. So some real energy being expended here by the Wildcats early. Just raring to go here.
You saw the Tamanawis head coach there, just shocked when that block even from his own player.
Orel David, the head coach of the Tamanawis Wildcats, and Corbin Castris, the head coach of the St. Thomas More Knights. It's number 1 Tamanawis, number 11 St. Thomas More for all the spoils here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Inside, and a great move there. He pulls up and has the mark early, 2-0 St. Thomas More. Trey Belanger into the paint. Good ball to Domi. The St. Domi just off the mark. Terrific three-point shooter, number 20, number 6 as well. Not related, but Sonny Domi.
Made that mistake yesterday in the semifinal.
They can both play the strings. There's no question about that. Knights getting touches in the paint. Close call there for Solanke inside. There's a foul. He was so dangerous yesterday.
And Deza was so crucial in the semifinal yesterday. He was really their top offensive weapon and propelled them into the final tonight.
So St. Thomas More, 4-0 early. Look at the big steps there to kick back out to Sidhu. Inside they go, catching it happen, and the Knights playing some brick wall defense inside. 4-0 lead right now as they go right down the floor. That was Abera again, getting a nice meaty look in the paint. Whistle blows, and the first foul of the game is going to be called. Oh, no call. I thought the referee referee had signaled the foul there.
Just an out-of-bounds call.
Out of bounds inbounding with 18 on the shot clock here. Just underway. If you're new to junior basketball, of course, 8-minute quarters. The games fly by quickly. Both these teams wanting to get off the quick starts tonight. It's 4-0 early. Here's Deza. Back up to Abera. Giroux, the big step in the paint, uses the left hand, can't get it to go, ripped away there by Anand Sandhu. Here comes Boulanger, right down the floor, coast to coast, leaves it shy, gets his own board, finishes underneath and draws the contact. We saw Boulanger yesterday go off for 34 points, a game high for number 11, and he was 8 for 10 from the free throw line, so you know he's dangerous from the strike.
Good number. That's a good number there. Free throws always crucial in high school basketball.
And a make there for him. So just like that, a one-point game. Boulanger, one of the top players, obviously, in his age group in the province, in the country. Abera to Deza. He'll put up the quick hit three, and he's going to with the three ball. He went off for 21 to lead his team yesterday.
He's off to a great start again tonight. 5 quick points.
Yeah, he can score anywhere on the floor. There is a big step in the paint. And they're going to find a way to stop the whole So Nike on him, but they got to find a way to take that kind of stuff away from him inside from their perspective.
Yeah, a little too easy there. They're going to have to make it a lot more tough on him. Get a little bit more physical with him on the defensive end.
Here's Abera. Looks away. Abera, the 6'1", grade 10, is making the most of his looks in the paint. Boulanger wants the three ball. That one a bit too strong inside, ripped away underneath by Abera. Once again, the paint puts up the runner, blocked. And a good job there from Victor Cortell to get the block. Keys to break underneath. Cortell's going to finish it. He gets the feed from Boulanger and lays it away. 9-7 the score.
And this plays more so into the Wildcats' hands. They definitely like it to be a more faster pace. St. Thomas more likes to slow the game down, take more efficient possessions.
That's an incredibly well-stated point right now, because that's how St. Thomas More has won those games. They've beaten 3 straight teams with higher seeds. Can they do it again for a 4th straight game to get a steal? And Abera wants to go coast to coast. He's going to lay it up.
Really tough for Logan Stewart, the best player on the Wildcats.
And Brookswood, we should mention, losing to Heritage Woods in the bronze final game. So Heritage Woods finished 3rd, Brookswood 4th. Great finishes for those programs. The grand prize up for grabs. St. Thomas More doing it at both ends. They are getting playing takeaway basketball.
There's another steal by Abera. Making an impact on this game early.
He's doing everything. Here's Jimenez. He hit 3 threes in the first quarter yesterday. This time he'll dish. Are we going to see the raindrop here? No, the kick back out from Deza. 3 ball on the way, just a bit too strong there. That was a red eye, I should say, through Deza. Spin move, Boulanger, no look for the 3 ball from the corner. Satik Dami in and out of the zone. And I'll correct myself again, say Vic Dami. Abera now with the basketball. Trying to find some breathing room here. Just has a way of finding his way into the corner. Puts up that shot. Abera is red hot. 13-7 the score for the Knights here early. Sandhu the dish back outside. Boulanger. He's up a little shy there. For that loose ball. Oh, they're going to call Cortell on the foul. No jump ball there. They're calling the foul on number 15 of the Wildcats. A fever pitch here in the building. What a great cheering section it looks like from St. Thomas More. Easily to pick out because of the red they're wearing, but they are very boisterous early.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, this is definitely, we got a packed house here tonight. I love it.
Feel like we're at a large-scale Chancellor tournament. St. Thomas More Knights fans, of course, their home tournament. They're making it feel like the old place off of Kingsway here tonight. Domi, he measures up, he wants the three, and just off the mark there. He is not going to be phased. He missed all his shots in the first half of the quarterfinal on Sunday and hit 6 straight to beat Burnaby South, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, all he needs is just 1 or 2 to go down and the microwave's turned on.
The microwave indeed. There's Oretta, he takes a tumble. And that foul's going to get called against Domi, number 20.
The Knights have finally built a 7-point lead here this opening quarter, so see how they can close out the end of the first.
And they don't get flustered.
No, they do not.
Facing the number 1 seed. And is that going to go as well? It is! Opera is on fire!
You mentioned they don't get phased. You said they're 11 seed, Howard. They don't play like it. They're easily a single-digit top seed here. They deserve to be in this final.
Certainly do. There's no fluke about the St. Thomas More Knights here. They're giving Tamanawis all they can handle right now. 15-7 for the visitors in their road reds. Here's Civic Domi up to Sonny. Sonny to drive. The little floater is not going to go. Great job by Cortell. He gets a second O board underneath. Can't squeeze it. Finds Domi on the other side, and Civic will lay it up and in. Much needed points there for Tamanawis. But of course, we've seen Tamanawis over the course of this tournament, 5 games now in 4 days, and they don't always get off the hot start, so they always come back. And we'll see if they can follow a similar script here as Belanger finds Cortell underneath. Victor Cortell, the 6'2", grade 9 forward, getting involved earlier. Starter yesterday, but really didn't figure a lot in terms of getting touches in the sweet spot. Today, getting some nice opportunities.
And that's already 2 fouls on Zishan Solanski, so
Solanki will take a seat, and it's going to be number 24, Logan Ball.
And we mentioned yesterday in the semifinal, it was important for St. Thomas More's bigs, Avera, Solanki, to get out of foul trouble and stay out. And they actually had 4 fouls, I think, at one point in the third quarter, but they were able to pull it out, and already 2 quick fouls here by Solanski, so let's see how they can respond.
Deafening in the building tonight is the free throw misses. Keep it at 15-9, so a missed opportunity there for the Tamanawis Wildcats. Jimenez to Abera, back to Jimenez. Zeru is going to put up the 3. Finally missing something on the floor here is Belanger now with the basketball. Does a nice move there to shake Deza. He is attracting players like a magnet.
You can see already one change defensively the Knights are doing is they're loading up on Belanger. They're not letting him get to the paint without 2 guys there to defend him.
We'll watch see how that defense unfolds and how successful it is. Down to 16 seconds left in this quarter already. Off the back iron, ripped away there by Ball, or tried to get it anyway, number 24. It's going to be St. Thomas More ball.
It's clear that the Knights' game plan is that they want the other guys to beat them. They don't want Belanger to be the one to kill them. So it's going to be on the Domis, on Sandu, on the other guys to
Those are the
make it
3.
happen.
You ID'd the 3 guys other than Belanger, and here they come again. Here's Domi pulling up, and he's frustrated not hitting those ones, but he's determined to make him count. 15-9 the score. St. Thomas More needs the quick start. They get it. We'll see what they do as the second quarter will unfold right in just a couple moments here from the Langley Event Center. Howard Smur and Nick Flint back with more in a moment.
All right, fans, you've been pretty loud so far, and we've got some rewards for those of you that are the loudest. Make some noise for t-shirts coming your way, courtesy of our band, Cooper Collegiate.
And right back with you here from the Langley Event Center. Hope you're enjoying the live stream on TFSC TV. Thanks to everyone here on the staff at the Langley Event Center, especially Mr. Tyler Dinwoody, who gets such a great joy out of the production and the publicizing the BC girls and boys high school basketball. Tip of the hat to him and to everybody on the crew here at the LEC. Thanks for your great efforts. Howard Simmer and Nick Flip with you as we start the second quarter of play. 15-9 the score. And that is Sonny Domi. Sandhu and now Belanger in those blue sneakers as he drives into the paint. You're not kidding, Nick. They collapse on him. He gets it back somehow. Feeds Domi for three. And he knocks down the triple.
Nice for Domi to see it go in. But yeah, as I said, they're loading up on Belanger. I think all 5 defenders were looking at him at that point there. And
I tell you, boy, this number 20 is some kind of three-point shooter. If he gets going 6 in a row, and there's a miscue. Right down the floor he goes. He's going to get the roll. That's Trey Belanger. Talked about those 34 points yesterday. What a job he did. Hit 3 threes and 8 of 10 from the stripe. So he scored from every part of the court yesterday.
Highlighted by a nice 4-point play with a nice step back.
Oh, that was a massive step back. I wrote about that play on my Varsity Letters article. That was like the whole start of the strike. I had such fun writing about that. It was a giant step, eh? I mean, he just really showed everybody that he's a special player.
It was almost like you went from the free throw line to behind the three, you know?
It almost did seem like that. 6:55, we are early moments, second quarter, in a 1-point game as the Tamanawis Wildcats of Surrey are battling back. This is the second championship final in JV and senior varsity history for the team. Their senior team made the final, didn't get a win. There's Belanger, puts up the 3-ball and knocks it down. Belanger looks over at the cheering section, and the Wildcat faithful loving that.
And if there's one thing that the Knights are going to have to give up from Belanger, it's going to be the deep 3-point shot. You know, if that's the only points that he gets for the rest of the game, I think the Knights will be happy with that.
Yeah, you're right about that, because, you know, when he gets into the intermediate ranges and he draws players to him and he hits and gets those N1 opportunities, that's when he becomes...
It's more dangerous when he collapses the defense. He can kick out to the shooters like the Dommies, and it hurts a little bit worse.
And we'll see how this one goes here for St. Thomas More. They need an answer here, trailing for the first time in the basketball game, 17-15. Abera, big steps into the paint, puts up a southpaw shot, can't get that to go. Skims off the rim and out to the hands of Belanger. Deza guarding Belanger, and a bit of a mismatch there. Sonny for 3. Wide open look. They're getting those great looks. Sandhu underneath. And wow, Deza, or rather Oretta, a great job there defensively underneath the basket. Here's Abera. Cross court he goes. Jimenez thought about the 3 instead. Floater baseline, doesn't get it. Pinballs.
It's the right idea, though. It's definitely the right idea, and they still put the pressure on the Wildcats, and they force a turnover.
And the ball pinballs around. It goes off of Sonny Domi. It'll be St. Thomas More basketball. St. Thomas More Knights fans chanting overrated at these #1 ranked Tamanawis Wildcats.
I think they should more so be cheering about themselves being underrated.
Hey, I know what that's like. In all the years I did the BC Boys High School basketball rankings, there was one year, I think it might have been the first or second year I was doing them, and I didn't have the Vancouver College Fighting Irish ranked #1. We were at a provincial quarterfinal game. They won the game, and the Irish fans followed me out of the Agrodome up Renfrew Street with drums telling me I was overrated. And I'll never forget that.
I love it. They kept the receipts on you, Howard.
Here's Belanger.
Already two defenders on him.
Yeah, ball comes and they double team him. Reverses back to Domi. Sonny on the baseline. Little spin move there, and they're going to wave that off, calling for the travel. That St. Thomas More Knights defense will make you do some crazy things.
Yeah, so right away they're loading up on Belanger, and then they're chasing the two Dommies, the shooters, off the 3-point line because they understand that's where they're most dangerous. If they put the ball on the floor, they're slightly less effective.
Oretta, turnaround shot from about 12 feet. He's going to knock it down. That's going to knock the score at 17. Capacity, and we mean capacity crowd here at the South Court. I don't see an empty seat in the house. Thanks for joining us on the live stream feed. Here's Belanger into traffic. Baseline corner three, and a whistle underneath. And it looks like
that was a charge by Ibarra.
Ibarra stood in and took the charge.
And that's what you love to see. You love to see your best players, you know, sacrificing their body, putting it on the line for the championship.
And the foul called against Belanger, his first of the game. There's Oretta into traffic, and he's going to score the basketball.
Oretta, a couple back-to-back buckets. He's one of the guys that we don't really talk about as much, but still just as important. He's one of the starters. He's one of the guys that is crucial to their success here tonight.
Yeah, the St. Thomas More Nice team, not a huge team, and he's a 6-foot grade 10 forward, but all their forwards have those guard-based skills. They're so multifunctional here. Shot clock now down to 11, down to 10 as Belanger puts up the three. Ibarra with the big rebound.
And that's a result there of the Knights being loaded up on the defensive end. That possession, he didn't want to go into the paint. He knew what was going to happen.
And the sixth man, I think, playing a role here today for the Knights. They are lively and encouraging their team. Menez quickly to ball. Underneath, he goes right to the glass and lays it up and in. And Menez just found the open man, and he just went right to the glass for the layup. No surprise to see Arel David call a timeout there. Defensively, the Wildcats were just flat-footed on that play.
Yeah, they got to talk it over. The Knights have been getting, their buckets have been way too easy compared to the Wildcats. It's been tough for them. The amount of mid-range jump shots by the Knights is too much. I'm sure that's what Coach is talking about in the huddle.
St. Thomas More absorbed a punch from the Tamanawis Wildcats. They fought back. They've tied it now. They've taken the lead. They're on a bit of a run here, and that's forced Arel David, the head coach of these Tamanawis Wildcats, to call a timeout, chat things over, and see if they can't get back on the rails here. They do have the dominant force that is Trey Belanger, 6'4", grade 10 guard forward, and we mentioned it yesterday. Hit 3 threes, 34 points, a game high, 8 of 10 from the free throw line in their 69-55 semifinal win over the number 12 seeded Heritage Woods Kodiaks of Port Moody. Heritage Woods came back today to finish third in this tournament. St. Thomas More got here with a 66-49 win over the hometown Brookswood Bobcats, the number 7 seed. St. Thomas More has beaten Brookswood, is it Burnaby South? And one other team I'm trying, is it Elgin Park?
Oh, Brookswood beat Elgin Park.
Oh, Brookswood beat Elgin Park. Anyway, they have beat 3 single-digit seeds that are higher than them on their road to this appearance here tonight.
And that just proves it's no fluke, right? They're meant to be here. They've executed. They've done what they need to do to get to this point.
They're coming out of the Fraser North. Oh, wow, okay. So we got some... we hope you can hear us. We are hearing that the cheering is so loud here that you can't hear us that well. We'll do our best here, but we will definitely talk to our technical team at the half. We hope you can hear us. Sandu. Back to Sonny Dami. Here's a drive inside by Sandu. He lays it up and in. Coming out of the timeout, that's just what you want to see from the Wildcats' perspective.
That was a great acrobatic move there on that layup. Holy.
Sandu, a player who could knock down the three, showed you the floor game there as well. Knights want to come back. They get it all back and more. What a great job there from Shane Deza. Knocks down the three. 2:41 to the break. Belanger into traffic. That one didn't go for him. St. Thomas More isn't giving up the offensive rebounds either. It's one and done, and here they come.
They understand how valuable that basketball is.
Indeed, and big game like this. Handoff play to Ibarra. Zeru going baseline. A little bit of a hockey check there as he is trying to get by Sandu.
Just based on these last few games, watching the Knights, if they can pull it out and win this game tonight, whoever's the one selecting the tournament MVP is going to have a tough decision between Abera and Deza. I mean,
I would agree with you completely. That's like, how do you pick?
Yeah, because Abera's been obviously their rock. He's been solid for them the whole tournament. But I mean, Deza these last 2 games has just been an absolute flamethrower.
Yeah, it's really hard to know, and we'll have to see how this game goes, Nick, for sure. And from Tamanawis' perspective, Belanger, I think, really is a candidate. He's played so well. Look at Abera, though. Look at the emotion as number 11 comes back up the floor. He's not a guy that's going to blow you away with this silky smooth shooting release. Nothing about him looks textbook, but it all just works, right?
He's athletic, and you know his jump shot isn't quite there, but I mean when he needs to, he's got that shot.
26-19. It's a 7-point lead for the guys from Burnaby. Tamanawis doing everything they can to try and find some rhythm. It's stolen away by the mighty Mite. That is Isaac Jimenez, number 5, the defensive stopper. Corner 3 for Deza, just off the rim. Wildcats in a bit of a funk here, a bit of a pickle with 1:09 left in this half. And the guy that can solve the problems for them has the basketball right now in Shea Belanger. Sonny Dami from 15. Boy, they are off. Stuff's not falling for him.
That shot looked a little bit rushed there by Sonny Dami. It looks like he's just trying to get something going, trying to see the ball go in the hoop.
And maybe looking for a second possession before the half here. Abera, jump stop, finds Jimenez in the corner. Isaac back on top, shot clock down to 10 for the Knights. Turnaround, Oretta, that's a tough shot off the front iron into the hands of Dami.
Yeah, it was a good defensive possession there by the Wildcats.
Two-second difference in the clocks here as Belanger plots his next move. He's going to go to Sonny. You know he's going to get it back. He's going to work off some screening action. No, he'll put up the big 3. It doesn't go. And boy, St. Thomas More, they are looking good here as we wind down. Abera wants one more bucket. He's going to get fouled with 3 seconds left in the half.
And you just see the difference between the two number 11s in this game. You know, Belanger's the one, he's kind of settling for jump shots right now in the second quarter. And then we've got Abera. He's like a locomotive. He won't stop until he gets all the way to the rim.
26-19 to score. Abera, we'll get you some numbers from him at the half. But boy, he has been the man here. When you talk about an MVP from each team, I mean, if it was the Knights, and there's still a whole half to go, I mean, Abera's looking, he's made a case for himself here in the first half. Makes both free throws, these Wildcats, and they're not going to get the shot away in time.
Yeah, Barrett's doing everything for his team in this game. He's taking charges, he's getting steals, rebounds, obviously making his free throws and hitting shots too. So.
28-19 is the score. We will take a break and be back in about 8 minutes with some numbers. We'll set you up for the start of the second half of play. It's the championship night here Tuesday in a sold-out South Court at the Langley Event Center with the St. Thomas More Knights with a 28-19 lead over the Tamanawis Wildcats.
It's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce what's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. Standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is. Tucking their tail between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut.
And we're back with you here at the Langley Events Center. About 3 minutes to go before the start of the second half.
Are essentially like fingerprints, right? Everyone's got them, but they're all slightly different, you know? So, you know, from a Bear standpoint, it doesn't matter how his jump shot looks as long as the ball's going in, right? And he's such a strong guy. He's got strength to him, but at the same time, he can be nimble on his feet. And so we've already established that jump shot isn't, you know, his main strength. His main strength is getting into the paint and getting layups and using his body to go through that contact. But if they shut that off completely, he knows that he has at least a mid-range, and he's hit a couple threes in the last few days when he needs to, right? And so yeah, it is really fun to watch.
I just got to say this, though, you know, incredible comparisons in this beautiful game of basketball. They simply can't go without, you know, being celebrated. And what you said there, hey, I've been doing this for 40 years. I love that one. Jump shots are like fingerprints, and you know what? I'm just going to claim you stole that from me.
Hey.
Great to hear. No, I completely agree. They're so unique, right? And if you find a way, if you got the mechanics to make it work, you do. And Abera's done just that. He has been sensational. And on the other side, Belanger in our last 40 seconds or so here. Just a thought on what the big man has to do here for his Wildcats.
Yeah, honestly, what I want to see from the team as a whole is I'd like to see Belanger play off the ball. We've seen him most of the time this first half play with the ball as the point guard, and they've just been able to load up really easily. They're looking at him with the ball. You know, maybe if he tries to play a little bit more like Steph Curry, where he's running off of screens and he's running along the baseline, it'll create more panic for the defense, and it'll make them have to look around a little bit more rather than just staring at the ball.
Let's see if Pharrell David follows your advice as we get set for the second half of play.
St. Thomas More Knights to open the half with the ball. Kick it out to the wing. And Abera gets the shot to fall. Sonny Dami to bring it up for the Wildcats. You see Jimenez with that pressure right after half court. Belanger with a nice step through, ball just squeaks out. Gets his own rebound, still can't get it to fall. Rebound by Abera. Euro step, goes through with the right hand on the left side. Great move there by Zeru Abera. Great start for the Knights to in this third quarter. Kick out to the wing, Sandu for three. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Solanki, excuse me. Dez's three's off the mark, rebounded by Oretta. Solanki with the miss there, rebounded by Belanger. He's gonna bring it up, and the Wildcats don't seem to be looking to push the ball at all in the fast break. They're more content with holding on to the ball and making use of their possessions. Sonny Dami with a layup attempt. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, and offensive rebound also can't go. And the Knights are doing a good job of securing the rebound. Jimenez with the floater. Just a bit short. Deza tried to go for the steal there. Sonny Dami stepped through off the glass, gets it to go, and that is a much-needed bucket there for the Wildcats. Their first points of the second half. But it's more on the defensive end where they're going to have to step it up here if they want to get back into this game and cut the lead down from 11. Dez's three is a little bit too strong. Out to Jimenez. And the ball was tipped for his pass out to the corner, so it'll stay with the Knights. Belanger looking to push the pace now. Savic, Dami's three is a little bit off. Over to Ibarra up at the top. Oretta at the elbow. Looking to attack on Belanger. Kicks it out to Deza. And a nice jump stop to a jump hook there by Deza. Lead is up to 13 now for the Knights. Belanger's shot can't go. The Knights are doing a really good job of making it tough for Belanger. And there's Jacob Oretta. Gets the foul call, he'll be going to the line for two. Couple of substitutions here for the Wildcats. Savic Dami's coming out, and we've got a timeout here on the floor. 4:15 left in the third quarter. And still a 13-point lead.
Great energy from St. Thomas More. The crowd is just so into this game. Nick, it's great to see the energy in the building here tonight. And I know that means a lot to their team. I know it means a lot to Tamanawis as well to have the support they're having here. And I think just for a moment here, we should just take time to kind of relate how special it is that junior boys basketball gets a standalone event for 4 days here at the home of high school basketball in this province. And they've done a lot of hard work to ensure that their playoff dates, everything coincided. So it took a lot of teamwork to get this thing to the point where it wasn't going to clash with the senior varsity stuff, right? And so, you know, hats off to all of those involved. You know, I think it's been a massive effort to give some spotlight to this part of the growth of the game in BC, right? And we're going to see all these guys playing at the senior varsity level before we know it. It's great to see them get their moment in the sun here as junior varsity players. What a special moment. And I wish you all watching could see what this gym looks like sold out and the energy that's in the building right now. I just took a few moments to take a bit of that in here.
Well, and you said it, Howard. I mean, why only shine the spotlight on the seniors when they only get 2 years of showing what all the hard work they've done their whole life? You know, they deserve to be seen and let their games kind of do the talking here in the junior level.
And it's been great to see it happen. In St. Thomas More, we talk about the unflappable kids from Kingsway, and they are doing a terrific job here. This lead now to 14 points as Domi comes up the court.
You just give them a little nickname, the kids from Kingsway?
Hey, we should. I think that one fits.
I like that.
Underneath is Cortell battling hard. And we also hope that our audio difficulties that we understood we had in the first quarter, I think they have been solved, Nick. So
should hopefully be okay now.
As long as we're beaming out to you on the World Wide Web loud and clear. Thanks for letting us know about those difficulties. We really appreciate that, and we hope you're hearing everything here on the stream at tfsctv.ca. Sonny, the turnaround shot, a tough one there, is not going to go. This time, though, an offensive reset. Domi for three. That's his money ball. Doesn't go. Great hustle by Ibarra. Hits the deck and saves it for the Knights. Those little things are so important.
Sets the tone for the rest of the team. If you see your best player diving on the floor for loose balls, everyone else is going to want to go and do the same thing.
Just like he said when he took the charge earlier, Nick, you're exactly right about that. Baseline opens up. Jimenez finds a shooter, wants to set him up in rhythm, can't get it from Deza. But again, second chance opportunities coming through there. Scrambling and hunger for the basketball. And that's Zeru Ibarra. Puts a crossover move on Sonny on the baseline and knocks it down.
He knew exactly where he needed to go. He got to his spot. He had two hands in his face still, and it did not matter how.
And the moment not too big. You're right about that, Nick. For Ibarra, he's playing well. Cortell able to finish it off. Victor Cortell, nice job there to make it 37-23.
You know, Zeru Ibarra is a walking example of play to your strengths. It doesn't matter how the defense plays you. It doesn't matter what they can do to you. As long as you get to your spot and you practice it and you're comfortable there, you can make it.
And he's shown that to be the case. Number 11, doing it all for his guys here. And as you mentioned, coming off of that 14-point effort in the opening half, he's up around 20 now, I think. As we got 2:31 left in this third quarter of play. Logan Ball set to check into the next stoppage for the Knights. Belanger, he had 10 at the half. He'd love to get going here, just can't get going. Knights are doing too much to take away his strengths inside.
As soon as he puts the ball on the floor, they've got a second guy coming already.
Not letting 11 breathe, and that is their game plan. Here's Deza in the half court. He finds a man for the three-point shot from the corner. Was that Jimenez? We couldn't see with all the players standing up. The spin move underneath is not going to go there for Oretta. Blocked underneath.
Unlucky. It's definitely a good effort. I would have loved to see him when he got that pass on the inside in the key. Just put it up right away. You don't need to take a dribble.
Here's Armand Samra, newly checked into the game for the Wildcats. First time we've called his name. Spin move. Belanger gets into his sweet spot.
Wildcat crowd looking for an and one there. Still got a little bit of work to do. Stuck 12 here.
Every time you see Belanger do something on his own, you think, is that the start of an uprising here for the Wildcats? We'll see. They're going to have to answer that with a stop. Oretta for three. Too strong off the window. No look. Jimenez for three. That one off the back iron. So Tamanawis getting a chance to build on the spin move lay-in last time down the floor by Belanger.
And Belanger back to playing on ball as the point guard. The second half, a little bit for the first couple minutes, he was playing a little bit off ball, but still wasn't working.
He's going to get inside the game. That's his sweet spot in the deep paint. Off the three-point miss by Sandu, Samra, or rather Belanger able to get right back in there. So now back-to-back buckets for the big man. Cuts the lead down to 10. Here's Jimenez. Just off the mark, and the Wildcats with a chance to go into the fourth quarter in a bit of a roll here. They'd love to cut it under double digits. Right now the lead at 10. Samra, or rather Belanger. He goes cross court. The three ball put up off the back iron, rebounded by Sandu underneath. He tries to skip it to Cortell. There's a battle on the floor. Referees finally calling the jump ball there, and the alternating possession will give the ball back to St. Thomas More. 5.2 seconds left, a 10-point lead.
Knights with the ball here. Only 5 seconds left, so it is important here for Tamanawis to make sure they don't get a score.
We said right off the top, 1988, the last time St. Thomas More's Juniors won the BC Championship. 35 years ago this week. There's a 3-ball from Deza. Good if it goes, and it doesn't. And that'll do it. 10 points at the end of 3 quarters. 37-27. We'll be back with the 4th quarter and more from the Langley Events Center in a moment.
All right, fans, once more it is T-shirt time. Let me hear you get loud and proud as we sub. Join the conversation on Twitter following at BC Junior Boys Meatball or visit BC High School Basketball Championships.com for the latest info, schedules, and updates for the tournaments.
And we're back with you here at the Langley Events Center. It's Howard Smurr, it's Nick Flint. Thanks for joining us. TFSCTV.ca, live streaming everything from the home of BC High School Basketball, the Langley Events Center in the heart of the township. And loving it here tonight is the Tamanawis Wildcats and the St. Thomas More Knights doing battle for the 53rd annual BC Boys Junior Basketball Championship title. And what a game it's been as we enter the final 8 minutes of play here from the South Court at the Langley Events Center. Sonny Domi. Belanger wants the touches, and he's going to get the roll.
That's probably one of the easiest buckets he's had all night, Howard.
Belanger has 6 points in this little run that's happening right now. It came from a 14-point deficit, and they've cut it now to 8. But the plucky Knights continue to find a way to make things happen.
That's the crafty Deza, finding more different ways to score. Quietly becoming the Knights MVP of this tournament.
Deza, a deadly weapon for St. Thomas More. Look at that, the 2 number 11s going at it. Abera had knocked it away there. Sandu now. Deza guarding him as Sandu puts on a spin move, stops at 15. Oh, what a beautiful move from Sandu.
That was a good drive to get there. Didn't panic and jump stop. Got the bucket. As we have Jacob Areta checking back in, probably for the final time.
Abera. Or rather, ball down low. They go again. Figueroa for the 3 from the corner doesn't go. Number 10 did some nice things in limited time for the Knights yesterday. Diminutive guard. Here is Belanger once more spinning, trying to work through the traffic, and it's going to be ball getting called for the foul, number 24. They're throwing bodies. They're throwing everything they can at Belanger as he tries to turn the tide in this game.
Yeah, you know what? The Knights have done a great job of being physical with the Wildcats, but not fouling. Unfortunately, that one there, that was definitely the right call.
And Belanger has really turned it up. We talked about that 14-point deficit towards the end of the 3rd quarter, cut down to 8. And I'll tell you, Corbin Castros, the head coach of the St. Thomas More Knights, can sense some slippage here, right? And he really wants to put a Band-Aid on things here. What do you think he's telling his guys right now?
He's probably telling them what he told them in the last 2 games. You know, normally it's the other way around. Normally they were down points in the 4th quarter, but he's probably just telling them, stay poised, play your game. We know why we're here, and I'm sure he's probably talking a lot about the defensive end, because that's definitely where it starts for these guys.
It is neat to see how the tide has turned here in a sense, because I knew this was going to have a classic finish, and you know what? St. Thomas More did jump out to the big lead. It looks like Tamanawis is going to give both sides of this crowd something to think about here down the stretch drive. They are starting to turn it up. They are now trailing by 8. We'll see if the guys in red can't reignite the spark as they come out of that timeout.
These are big free throws here by Belanger. If you can cut it to 6, that would be huge. They get one stop, get another score. They're within striking distance.
Oh, he makes the first one. We talked about that silky smooth release he's got from the free throw line, and he is a solid 8 of 10 yesterday from the stripe.
Well, you talk about his size, his athleticism. He reminds me of another player that I got I guess the honor or the unfortunate luck to play against. Chase Claypool.
Whoa!
Ended up being NFL wide receiver, and yeah, that was just.
Yeah, you in the eastern part of the valley, right, would have seen Claypool.
That's right.
What a dynamic scorer he was. Never mind the football field. Holy mackerel, what a scorer he was.
A man amongst boys.
Playing for Prentice Lenz and the Abbotsford Panthers back in the day. Of course, now with the Chicago Bears. Here comes Sonny quickly down the floor. He goes to his shared namesake, Dami. They play some catch. Savik Dami now, number 20, ball guarding him. 5:38 remaining in this game. It's the BC Championship game, the last game of the BC JV season. Turnaround move. Sandu off the window.
Sandu is the one that's providing a little bit of a spark for these Wildcats here. A nice move earlier in the fourth quarter. Now he's got a nice bank shot here. Well, cuts it down to within 4.
Yeah, that's a 10-point swing. And St. Thomas More is feeling it.
And that's a rare turnover by Ibarra there. That's very uncharacteristic.
Well, you know what? We've talked about jitterless, unflappable. This is the supreme test, Nick. Right here down the stretch drive. We'll see what they can do with 5:10 remaining. Belanger now with a basketball. Oh, and he trips up in the paint. He maintains possession. 4:59 remaining. Sandu again with the basketball. Here's his drive. Ball keeping his position well. They get the turnover. Oretta down the floor, spinning against Belanger. They kick it out. Deza for 3 off the back iron. Belanger with a tip right into the hands of Sandu. So big man affecting it at both ends right now. Savik thought about the 3.
And we're at the point now, there's 4 minutes left. No need to panic. It's only a 4-point game now. If this was 10 or 12, then maybe a little bit of a different story, but this is going to be a crazy ending to this game here.
Oh, that went in and out of the cylinder for the big man. Belanger unable to get the 3 ball to fall there. The crowd sucked the air out of this gymnasium on both sides as they oohed and awed on that 3-pointer by Belanger. Here's a 3 from Deza. That clunks off the back iron.
Deza's not quite had the same shooting touch he's had in the last couple of games, but hey, still got 4 minutes to close it out and make it up here.
Belanger wowing the crowd behind the back, playing takeaway there. Here's a 3 ball from the baseline corner over the goal by Dami. Here we see Ibarra, calm and cool as a cucumber as he brings the ball up the court, signaling his guys. It's clutch time here for both teams. Ibarra to the baseline corner to Jimenez, and that's 2 turnovers thrown into their own bench here in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, just a little too hot of a pass there by Ibarra. It's the right idea, perfect pass, just a little too much mustard on that.
3:20 remaining. The anxiety amps up on every trip up and down this floor here at the Langley Event Center. Here's Belanger. Deza out to guard him. Into the paint he goes, and a big collision there, and it's going to be a blocking foul, I believe, called underneath against Ibarra.
This is best case scenario for the Wildcats. Stop the clock, 3 minutes left, 2 free shots.
That one against Ball, his 3rd. So Logan Ball, number 24, getting called for the foul.
You know what's been nice to see in this game is nobody really in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
You want to see the best players playing in the entire game, if possible. And so it's really good to see.
Both of them are good, 39-37. It's a 2-point game with 3 minutes remaining. Strap yourselves in because this is going to be a classic finish here at the Langley Event Center. Goodness.
Wouldn't want it any other way, Howard.
What it's all about, what the season and what this tournament has deserved. Here's Abera, big step into the paint, kicks it out. Jimenez, 4-3. Oh, off the back iron. Sandu wrestles it back, gets it to Belanger, quickly down the floor. Ooh, and there's Abera reaching in, trying to knock it away.
Tough call there. From here, it did look like the ball was knocked out of Belanger's hands and it hit the ground so he could reset. But the ref saw otherwise.
So it'll be St. Thomas More ball. 2.5 minutes left. They desperately want a bucket here. They're trailing by only 2. They were leading by 14 late in the third quarter. Where did that lead evaporate to? Here's ball. Cross court he goes. Finds Jimenez quickly on the baseline. Deza, the teardrop doesn't go. Battle for a loose ball. Knights come away with it.
Huge offensive rebound. And we've got a stoppage there by the refs. I believe it's for the shot clock. Now they're debating whether or not it's a full reset if it hit the rim or not.
STM saying it did hit the rim.
I believe it did as well.
It's going to be Deza inbounding in the front court here. 12 on the shot clock, 20.
Yeah, they determined it hit the rim, so a full reset.
So here we go. 2:13 and counting left in this basketball game. Knights with a basketball and a 2-point lead. Abera into the paint, can't get the runner to go. He was wide open. That one goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
Just a bit too strong. Again, the great move, the right play. Just a bit too much on it.
Story on the stretch drive here has clearly been Belanger. He's got 10 points in about the last 6 or 7 minutes of this game. Money from the free throw line, just getting so many good things done here for his team. And now he has the basketball with a chance to tie or take the lead. Deza out to guard him. Spin move Belanger in the paint. Underneath he goes, and he finds Cortell for the lay-in.
And that was the right play by Belanger. He had 3 guys on him at one point. He definitely was the right call to give it up. Abera with the ball on the top. Screen by Areta. Kick out for 3!
And a big bucket there. What a shot, a three-pointer just when they needed it most, and that's Areta.
It's a great two-man game there by Areta and Abera.
42-39 after the Wildcats had tied it. The Knights right back on top of the 3-ball from Areta. Sonny Domi now.
They don't have to go for a 3 here. They can still get a 2. They decide to go for the 3.
And they're gonna bank it home. What a great job there. Sonny Domi, what a shot. Huge shot by Domi. 42-39. Oh, there we go. They finally put the points up on the board. 42-42 is our score. We're down to 36 seconds left in a tie game for the BC Championship. Here's Belanger into the paint. The dish underneath is going to go out of bounds.
I think it's staying Wildcats ball.
And the official over to confer. They're talking about something to do with the game clock.
At one point, one of the scoreboards had 42-42, and then the other one had 39-42. So there's a little bit of a technical issue there. But now,
well, Areta's 3 made it 42-39. Sonny Domi then stepped up and hit one to tie the game. So it just took so long to put those 3 points back on the board, but that is the correct score.
Yeah, so we've got it, tie game.
A timeout called, and I guess it's going to be Tamanawis ball coming under the timeout?
Yes, yeah, I believe so. And so Tamanawis is going to be drawing up an out-of-bounds play here. I don't remember how much time was left on the clock. I don't know if they're going to try and go for a quick shot for a 2-for-1, where they get it before more than 30 seconds, so that there's enough time they get the ball back one more time. If there's that opportunity, they definitely should try and take advantage. That being said, if it's not a good shot, don't take it. Keep the ball. Tie game like this, Having the ball is the most valuable thing.
I tell you, there's a feeling in the air. I don't want to say it, but you know, we might be in for a lot of basketball here tonight. Just to have that kind of air in the building here tonight.
I'll take overtime. I'll take a buzzer beater. I'll take anything. This has been an amazing night.
Howard Spur and Nick Flint with you here as we get set to close out the BC Junior Boys basketball season with absolute style here from the Langley Event Center. The 53rd Annual Classic has lived up to that and more as we get down to the final 26 and a half seconds. That'll be Victor Cortell inbounding the ball. 13 on the shot clock, 26 and a half on the game clock for the Wildcats.
And we see two timeouts left for the Knights. If the Wildcats score, do they take a timeout or do they let them play it out?
Here we go. 13 on the shot clock. Tamanawis, Cortell finds Sonny Domi with a nice pass. Into the hands of the money man, Belanger. Abera knocks it away, a scramble for the ball. And they're going to call a jump ball. That's going to be St. Thomas More Knights basketball.
That's huge.
Wow.
That's huge. Shot clock turned off, 19.8. They can work this down to get the final shot here.
What a break for the Knights. They get it through their hustle, and that's Abera now with the basketball.
And the ball in the hands of their go-to guy.
Down to 11, down to 10. Here we go, St. Thomas More Knights. Tied at 42, Abera barreling into the paint, puts up a shot, he sinks it with 2.4 seconds left in the game. Abera with the shot of his life, and he will make it 44 to 42. Oh my goodness, a timeout called on the floor.
And it's exactly what we thought was going to happen, Howard. The ball in the hands of the Knights' best player. State remained calm. He had a double team on him at one point. Understood he had 10 seconds left. He got to his spot. The mid-range jump shot from the free throw line. Man, that was beautiful to see.
He sunk that baby. That was it just inside the free throw line? We don't have a replay camera
It
here.
was, oh, I wish. It was a nice fadeaway too. Probably a couple hands in his face. Man.
Incredible. Zaru Abera with the shot of the game thus far. The Knights fans, they're spilling onto the court. Security trying to keep them off the playing surface here. They are giddy with basketball excitement here as the season hinges on just a couple of seconds.
And now 2.2 left. The Wildcats took a timeout, so they're going to be able to advance the ball to half court. So the ball will be closer to the rim. They'll have a better opportunity to pass it closer. One or two dribbles at the max, maybe one pass, and they're going to get one shot.
Zaru Abera, what a shot that was. Number 11. The two number 11s in this game have had the spotlight on them the entire way, and they have not disappointed. 2.2 seconds left. That's a tough task here for the Wildcats. See what they draw up here as they get set with Cortell. Sandu, the two Dommies, and Belanger on the floor as Victor Cortell will inbound with 2.2 seconds left. Here we go. The season hangs in the balance for the Wildcats. They go to Sonny Domi. It's tipped off his hands and out of bounds. Clock didn't move.
They're going to put 1.9 on it. There definitely has to have some time taken off because the ball was touched.
So 1.9. And St. Thomas More with the basketball. That's Abera. Quickly, he goes to ball. Oh, and it's saved there. And that's going to do it. The St. Thomas More Knights, they will storm the court. They have won it all. They are the BC Junior Boys basketball champions. What an incredible story here for these Knights from Victoria. They are the number 11 seed. They have knocked off 4 straight higher-seeded teams. And tonight, they cap it. They climb to the top of the mountain. They knock off the number 1 Tamanawis Wildcats 42 to 44 on a clutch 15-foot fadeaway jumper by Zaru Abera with 2.2 seconds left. It is a fairy tale finish. finish 35 years after their last championship. The St. Thomas More Knights, they climb to the top of the mountain. The kids from Kingsway are the kings of the junior basketball world in the province of British Columbia.
Simply amazing, and they did it as a team from start to finish, led by their guy, Zaru Abero. What a game, Howard. What a game.
Yeah, I don't know what more to say, Nick. I mean, Abero was unbelievable. He answered the bell in classic championship history. That was the kind of shot that goes down in history in your school. That is an iconic moment for St. Thomas More Knights basketball. What a job.
And a game as a whole, that's exactly what the Knights wanted to do. That is perfect execution for a full 4 quarters from these guys in red.
And there's the man of the moment, number 11, Zaru Abera. And he's going to head to the podium. They're going to have a large award ceremony here, but the emotion was all within the game clock. And you take a look over at the guys in the home grays, and they are feeling it. There's tears. They're crushed. The Tamanawis Wildcats just saw Trey Belanger there kick over a chair. He is just so frustrated. He gave every ounce of his heart and soul to this.
Yeah, they you know what? They're probably going to be disappointed, and you know what? As a 1 seed, it always sucks to not take it home, but they should still be proud at the end of the day, keep their heads high, and tip their cap. I mean, at the end of the day, the best complete team won this tournament.
That's a great way to put it, Nick. They are shaking hands now and getting ready for the award presentations. We will leave that on camera. And there's Mr. Belanger as he comes down, and a tough one for him, a tough one for the Dommies and everyone involved. The Tamanawis Wildcats, they gave it everything they had right down to the wire, and they're going to lose to the St. Thomas More Knights. Look at the STM Nation as they celebrate. An incredible job by the head coach, Corbin Castris. And it was great to see his mentor, Aaron Mitchell, the head coach of the senior boys team. They've qualified for the BCs. Corbin and he do the Hoops Journey podcast together, and I talked to Corbin about Aaron Mitchell and what his mentor meant to him. Aaron Mitchell today then retweeted my story saying, Corbin Castris was the 11th guy on my team when he played for me. Man, he barely saw the floor, if ever, but he loved the game, and he gave back to the game, and this is what he got. And you don't have to be a player to coach this game.
No, absolutely, and he wanted it just as much as the players, you know, and he deserved it. The game plan he came up with in this finals was absolutely amazing. He shut down the #1 team.
Well, Nick, I want to tell you, it's been a pleasure, my friend. You're a rising star in this business, man. I don't have any problem saying that. You did a terrific job. I'm so thankful you could be with me here on the call over these last couple nights, and it has been fun, and enlightening to work with you, my friend. So, you know what? I don't know what your future plans are, but I hope you'll join me for the next junior championship, because we had such a great time here tonight. We'll keep that going.
Well, second you're doing it, and I hope it's not the last for sure, Howard, like you said. Yeah,
okay, we're going to sign off now and get to the awards presentation. Thank you so much to everybody watching TFSCTV.ca. Remember, the girls tournament starts tomorrow, the boys next week. We will continue to be with you here from the home of BC basketball.
tournament. This is the 53rd annual tournament, and what a great tradition and what a great culmination here tonight. On behalf of the Township of Langley, Langley Event Center, host schools Brookswood Secondary and R.E. Mountain Secondary School, congratulations to all of the teams, players, and coaches, and thank you spectators for all of your support throughout the tournament. Great job, everyone. A special thank you as well to all of the volunteers, minor officials, game directors, and tournament officials. Without their hard work, these tournaments would not be possible. So again, thank you. Now, we know you're all excited to see some great shots of the players, but if we can please ask you to remain behind the stanchions, it would be greatly appreciated. We'd like to begin with a recognition of all of our sponsors and partners who have helped make this tournament a success each year. You've seen signage around the facility, their ads on the program, and received some prizes. So we'd like to give a big round of applause to those sponsors up on the video board right now. Starting with a special acknowledgement tonight, we are fortunate each year to have assistance from the junior boys basketball historian and creator of the first junior boys tournament 53 years ago, Len Corbett. We'd also like to recognize the efforts of tournament director, Joe Parwater, as well as the rest of the tournament committee for the tremendous amount of time they've put into organizing this event. And also a special thank you to the Langley School District for the support of these individuals and this event. We thank you. Congratulations again to all the teams who competed in this year's tournament, seeds 32 through 21. The teams listed on the video board were all presented their placement plaques at the conclusion of their final game today. And also congratulations to those teams who are in the top 20 in the 53rd edition of the Junior Boys Basketball Invitational and are being recognized on the video board now. And now, for our final four, beginning with celebrating in fourth place from Langley, the Brookswood Bobcats. And in third place, from Port Moody, the Heritage Woods Kodiaks. Second place from Surrey, the Tamanawis Wildcats. And your 2023 Provincial Junior Boys Champions from Burton, the St. Thomas More Collegiate Knights. This award goes to the championship player of the game, and this award will be presented by game director Greg Lero. The player of the game receives the official player of the game t-shirt presented by A&W Canada and the Vancouver Bandits. Tonight's player of the game, from the St. Thomas More Collegiate Knights, number 11, Zero Avera. Congratulations, Zero, and great job in tonight's game. The Tournament All-Star Awards tonight will be presented. Brookswood Secondary School, we welcome Antoine Johnstone, and from R.E. Mountain Secondary School, Brent Gillies. First place to the second team All-Stars, beginning with, from the St. Thomas More Knights, number 2, Jacob Oretta. From the Brookswood Bobcats, number 13, Jaden Kenyon. From the Heritage Woods Kodiaks, number 9, Abu Bullock. From the Burnaby South Rebels, number 19, Lauren Gutierrez. Patrick Celtics. Number 4, Riley Santawana. Congratulations once again to our second team All-Stars. Great job, guys, and a great tournament. And now the presentations for the first team All-Stars. Welcoming first from the St. Thomas More Knights, number 8, Shane Tessa. From the Tamanawis Wildcats, number 11, Trey Blumton. Also from the Tamanawis Wildcats, number 6, Sonny Dummy. From the Brookswood Bobcats, number 23, Logan Stewart. And from the Heritage Woods Kodiaks, number 24, Joseph Thompson. Congratulations, and once again, your first team All-Star. For our next presentation, we'd now like to ask Rob Hayes from RE9 Secondary School to come to the stage to present the Most Outstanding Defensive Player Award. Outstanding defensive player from the St. Thomas More Collegiate Knights, number 5, Isaac Jimenez. Congratulations, Isaac, on outstanding work on defensive play. Our next award is the Most Valuable Player, and presenting the award for the MVP is from Brookswood Secondary School, Dan Ellingham. Congratulations to the Most Valuable Player from the 2023 Junior Boys Basketball Provincial Invitational Tournament from the St. Thomas More Collegiate Knights, number 11, Sue O'Hara. once again, Sarah. John McFarland from the BC Basketball Officials Association earlier presented the most sportsmanlike team to the 2023 Junior Boys Basketball Provincial Invitational Tournament earlier today. We're going to congratulate them here and now, the St. Michael's University School Blue Jags, for a great tournament. And now, for the second place medals, we'd like to ask Alfonso Ocampo from the Richwood Secondary School to present the second place medals. And now we will welcome forward to the stage to receive their medals the Tamanawis Wildcats. And now Denver Johnson will present the team with a second place picture and award plaque. Congratulations on a well-played tournament, the Tamanawis Wildcats. And now let's welcome back to the stage, head down to the Brookswood Secondary School. We will now ask the 2023 Junior Boys Basketball Provincial Invitational Tournament champions, the St. Thomas More Collegiate Knights, to make their way to the stage to receive their championship medals. Next we will present the Mountain Championship Beat Ball. That is presented tonight by Scott Abbott from Ari Mountain Secondary. The championship picture and championship trophies will be presented by Tamanawis of Brookswood Secondary School. And the championship banner will be presented by Joe Power of Brookswood. Once again, bringing forward the championship game ball, the championship picture, the championship trophies, and the championship banner. Now we'll get them to hang tight for one picture with everything. And now, we invite the team to head to the far end of the court for the traditional cutting of the nets. And also, we have championship shirts for the team. They will succeed while doing the net cutting. And as they go in for the championship cutting of the net, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to everyone for attending and participating in this year's tournament and events. And congratulations once again to all the teams. And we look forward to seeing you back in the Collegiate Event Center in 2024. And now, as we leave you, one more round of applause for your 2023 champions, the St. Thomas More Collegiate Knights.